Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's Sybil. I am Sybil Wilkes. And look who I have here. Those who can see us know it's the one and only J. Ankney Brown. For those of you who can't see him, say something so they'll know. Do.
Watch out there now. Watch out
Yeah,
there now.
there you go. There you go. Attaboy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Sybil later? How you doing?
I'm good, and you're the only one who can call me that. You know
The
that.
only one. The only one that
Hmm.
called you that. Yoga
Hmm.
Lou and Lula later. Yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
it.
I see the
Then
connection
your
there.
dad used to call you shortstop, right?
Yeah, yeah. He called me
Yeah.
shortstop. Exactly
Oh,
right.
that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So what are you doing right now? You're off to the side of the road
I pulled
because
over because I took my pants back to Macy's.
and you had to take them
And
off and you couldn't.
I didn't want to, I was exchanging them for a smaller size.
Oh my God,
Woo!
Jay. You can't get
Yeah.
any smaller.
36, baby. I'm wearing 30 size 36.
You got to
I
be a
was wearing size,
32.
yeah. Well, I was wearing size 42s before COVID.
Is that
BC.
right?
Yeah, waist 42 in the waist and about a 48 long suit, definitely. So
Well,
I lost 40 pounds.
that's from the from the tailor in you too. So was
Uh,
it being sick that made you lose
yeah,
that much
because
weight?
I ended up with thyroid problems, an inactive thyroid, which will
Oh.
cause you to lose weight. So I'm batting. It's like I think the doctor pulls has all the diseases in a bag, and then he just pulls shit out. Okay, here's what you got today. So I'm good, but I'm okay. I'm good.
I got to tell people for those who didn't see it, Jay did a show with us about men's health and talking about his challenges that he's gone through and how he's come out on the other side better than ever and thinner than ever, and we hate him for it. So let me ask you: when you guys go to today, you and George Wallace and Myra J went to breakfast. What's
uh,
your appetite like these days? Are you able to
well,
eat the way you used to?
yes, yeah, I can. I'm not a. I don't eat as much as I used to eat before I was a bigger size. But the only problem we have is George eats so damn slow. He eats
Oh.
and he eats more than everybody. He orders more than everybody. Now he eats it all, but we're done and ready to go, and he's still eating. So, yeah, my like today I had egg whites, chicken sausage, and a waffle and sliced tomatoes. That's
And
what
did
I
you
had.
leave and no mushrooms? That's also a go-to for
They
you.
didn't have mushrooms because we went to this
Oh,
place called um uh, Grits and
grits.
Eggs.
Uh-huh.
Grits and Eggs. It's supposed to be black owned, real nice restaurant out by Cumberland Mall, and we had a good time. We George doesn't want you to leave because he has no
Right.
friends.
Right. He doesn't have
Yes,
anywhere else to go
he
for
has
the.
nowhere else to go, so he wants you to sit there. And he suggested that we go to a baseball game. It's
Oh, Jay,
like,
that would have been fun. I would have gone.
first of all, don't call me OJ.
Yes, sir.
I've been to a baseball game. It's a lot of fun. It really is. And this place where they have it, the Bowery or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, the
the
battery.
brewery,
The
Battery.
battery.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be really nice, and he wanted you to go there and just walk around. And by the time we left, it was lunchtime. I'm like, I'm going home. I don't want to sit here anymore. But it was fun. So we're
Who
gonna do it once a month, or every 2 weeks. We're gonna do it more often
and I
since we're
understand you
all
guys went live.
we went live, yeah, but the video sideways, so we apologize that we so you can go to my Instagram and you can see it, J. Anthony Brown,
So
and see it.
last question, who paid?
Well, we rotate the pay, yeah. So
Okay, okay.
the last time we went out, the last time George and I went out, I paid. This time Myra paid. I don't know why he makes Myra pay, but Myra shouldn't have paid. But I didn't go for my wallet, so it was good enough. I didn't reach for mine. So you want to pay, pay.
Oh, Myra, you
It was
deserve
fun.
better than that.
She deserves better. So the next time, I guess I'll pay. Or
Nice.
Georgia paid. Georgia paid. Yeah.
All right, J. Anthony Brown, I'm so glad to have you here. We
Woo.
do on this show
So
like we
much.
do, like you and I do on the phone a lot of the
Yes.
time or by texting. Let's check out our What You Need to Know newsletter. This is our Monday through Friday newsletter. It's absolutely free, the subscription. Please go to SybilWilkes.com to subscribe, and we'll have it in your email box every Monday through Friday morning. We super serve the African American community with our stories, with our content. And today we start with the district attorney there in the Atlanta area, Fulton County DA Fani Willis is taking
Doesn't
on.
she sound more like a sheriff than she does a DA? She said,
Yeah.
"You come to this town and
Okay.
you break the law, and you can
There
ask
will
all
be
those rappers. There will
consequences.
be consequences. Ask all those rappers. She don't play. She is. She is no joke.
She is no
She's not a
joke.
joke. I like that in her.
So they have investigators served subpoenas to members of the Donald Trump team this week in concert with the special grand jury in Georgia. Among those receiving the summons were your former senator, the elder senator from South Carolina, Lindsey Graham. I know you have another word for him, and Trump attorneys.
Lindsey bitch Graham. Yeah,
Okay,
Graham
all right.
Cracker. Yeah. Whatever. Him. Yes.
And Trump attorneys, former mayor of New York City, Rudy Giuliani, and Trump attorney John Eastman. The Fulton County special grand jury also subpoenaed other lawyers, all of whom worked with Donald Trump as he contested the 2020 election process. So Fani Willis is making sure that all of this is that's going to happen in her territory is also perhaps investigation that is going to be spread out across the country. And so the most famous, talking about the calls that were made from Donald Trump to others, including the call from Lindsey Graham to Raffensperger about perhaps tossing out some of the mail-in ballots.
Yes.
And that's what Raffensperger reported. And Lindsey Graham said, that's ridiculous.
Lindsey Graham has decided to fight the subpoena, but
Yeah.
the question is, why is a South Carolina senator worrying about or making calls to polling areas or anybody who's in charge of voting in Georgia?
Right.
Unless you're trying to help your boy out,
Right.
Yeah, that's it. You can say whatever you want to, but Lindsey Graham is in deep shit. He really is. He's in deep shit right now, and this is not good for him. It's really not good for him. But here's a plus. They'll vote him in again. He'll win. He'll win in South Carolina. But he might get charged in Georgia for tampering, but he will win again. Him and Scott.
Tim Scott.
Tim Thought. Yeah. They'll win. They'll definitely win.
That would be the senior and junior senators from the state of South Carolina.
South Carolina, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the investigation, the January 6th investigation committee continues their work. They're going to have a private behind the doors investigation and question and answer period with Pat Cipollone, who was White House counsel.
Pat Maloney held the same seat that James Dean held, right?
John Dean.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Watergate.
Have you seen?
I started watching it. I have not seen a Gaslight.
Yeah.
I have not seen all of it. Yeah. Yolanda has recommended it to me.
It's
and
really
so I started
good.
watching
it's
it.
Really good. But here's the thing. Either he'll take the fifth a lot, which I'm thinking he might do, or he'll spill the beans. Yeah.
Well, I think after what this young lady that was on last week, Miss Hutchinson, Cassidy Hutchinson, after what she said and implicated him in a number of things, he could take the fifth. Yeah. But something tells me they might get some more information out of him. That's hopeful on my part.
Hutchinson, like you said, she spilled the beans and she was easy on the eyes.
Oh, is that right?
Easy.
Is that right? Okay.
For a white woman, she was very easy. But so is Liz Cheney. So hey,
Yeah,
we
you
like
like her too. Yeah, yeah. I like what she's doing in the committee. I stand 180 degrees apart from Liz Cheney in terms of politics
Oh,
and
her politics sucks. You're absolutely right. But this right here, what she's doing right here,
yeah.
this right here,
Here.
yeah, she's on point. She's definitely on point. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, are you gonna watch next week? I guess we'll all be on text chain, talking about the investigation as they have their public hearings. I think it's next Tuesday and Thursday.
Well, here's the thing: they're having a hearing tomorrow, but it's private. They're going to film it
That
and they're going to leak probably a lot of it. So we'll see a lot of stuff tomorrow. A
yeah.
lot of good stuff tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, they got to go through it and and then decide what they want to leak.
Yeah, what they
So,
want to. What...
so it'll be interesting. Jay, check this out. The CDC is recommending that mask wearing continue and increase in a number of counties, especially in Oregon. There are 24 counties in Oregon, including the area around Portland, and while Washington State should resume mask wearing indoors in public and public transportation. According to the CDC, they say that these are considered high risk for COVID-19 infection. We're not done with this.
We're not done with this. But here's the thing: the CDC has, as my grandmother used to say, tore their drawers with a lot of people when they kept flip flopping about COVID. So
Mhm.
it's like it's a group, it's a government group that's hard to believe and hard to take serious when they were such a Trump supporter and really pretty much broadcasted what he want. And now you're saying, well, COVID's out there. I don't think people are going to listen because I see too many people walking around without masks.
Jay, I see
I,
very few people walking or I might be an exception.
yeah,
Any
me
place that
too.
I
Yeah,
go,
yeah,
going
yeah,
inside someplace, I may be the only one in a restaurant. Very few of us on the planes, all of that.
yeah. I wear my mask on the plane if I travel, and I was sitting in Cumberland Mall the last time I was out here, and I had on a mask. The lady sitting next to me didn't have on one, and she said, those things don't work." I said, the, the, I said, the why the fuck are you talking to me? Really? Why?
Jay, you
And
said that to her?
yeah, and she got up and walked away.
That's one way to clear the space.
That's how you. That's how you move white people. Throw the F word out there every time.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mister.
My bad,
Well,
Mr. Large Black Man.
I never.
Well,
Except she didn't call you Mr. Large. She goes,
I
little
never.
skinny
Yeah,
black man. I
yeah,
moved away from him.
yeah. I'm surprised. I'm surprised she didn't say I was molesting her in the mall or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
she could have Karenized you.
Yeah, she could have Karenized me, yeah, but she didn't. She got the fuck away from me. Excuse me, I'm cussing too much.
You are cussing a
Yeah,
lot. I'd say.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop.
No,
I'm
that
gonna stop.
doesn't. That doesn't. High risk means that counties have had 200 or more new COVID cases per 100,000
Wow.
people in the last week or so. So these
Oh,
counties in Oregon and also Washington State are showing a high risk exposure and asking people to continue wearing their mask.
isn't that where Mitt? No, he's not from Oregon.
No, he's
Mitt,
Utah. Mitt's Utah.
Utah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in Oregon that would be so? What's going on out there? Or what would you think?
You know what? Oregon, if I'm not mistaken, is where some of the first cases were discovered, Jay. Yeah, along
Yeah,
the northwest corner there. It might
maybe
be
they
that
didn't clear everything up. That's
it
probably what it
maybe,
is. Yeah,
maybe they didn't. No, maybe
yeah,
they
yeah,
didn't.
yeah,
Another story we have in the newsletter: curfew has been lifted in Akron, Ohio. This is following the
yeah. Ooh,
protest in the murder of Jalen Walker by police, shot over 60 times,
60
shot
times.
at 90 times by a
Oh,
policeman. More protests and arrests, including relatives of Black people killed and wounded by police in other cities, including the aunt of Breonna Taylor and the father of Jacob Blake. They were reportedly arrested.
hmm.
But as I said, the curfew that was imposed by the mayor has been
Has
lifted.
been lifted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they got a lot of splaining to do, Jay.
Yeah, for a traffic violation. Was it a
Yeah.
traffic violation? Yes,
Yeah. That's what they said.
60 times.
60
It's just
times.
yeah. But you know, some states, which is good, has put an order in them that police do not chase anybody in a high
Mm-hmm.
speed chase. They don't, you know, you get the license plate and you try to find them later on. But the problem is, too many black people have already died from this practice of them, you know, pulling out their weapons and shooting. So
They said the tasers did not work on this kid. They said the tasers did not work, and that's why they pulled out their guns. 8 of them.
what
8
do
of
they have them
them.
on? What do they have them on? Tickle? What they have? Because I've seen tasers work.
Yeah.
I don't know where they get that from. But that's just, you know, that's it's so good that they have police footage of this. This is
Mm-hmm.
so cool. But you know, you have footage, but you still have a young guy who's dead.
Yeah.
So the footage doesn't bring him back. And
It,
homeboy with George, he gets sentenced. Didn't he get
yeah,
sentenced today?
yeah, yeah, and we'll talk about that
Yeah, talk about
as
that
well.
later.
Derek Chauvin was
Yes.
sentenced today in the federal trial, in the federal case rather. Jay, there's another story I absolutely love, and I'm so glad we have it in the newsletter, in our HBCU corner section. This is about a black gymnast who decommitted. In other words, she said, "I'm coming," and then she changed her mind.
I love it when they do that. I love it.
She decommitted from the SEC powerhouse of Arkansas to join the first year gymnastics program at HBCU Fisk University.
That's so cool.
It
That
is
is so
very
cool.
cool.
You
She's
know what really is? Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no,
Go
no,
right
go
ahead.
ahead. What were we going to
What
say?
is so really cool about it now? These universities, and especially these HBCU, they can give kids money now,
Mm-hmm.
and with them allowing them to give money, you can make a better choice. Which you know, your boy in Alabama got his underwear all barred up
Yeah,
because he didn't come out on top on the draft.
yeah.
But it's cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, yeah. And
So
thank you. You have Deion Sanders to thank for a lot of
a
this.
lot
I
of
mean,
that, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But this young lady is an absolute star in the gymnastics world,
Good
and
for her.
she committed to Arkansas. Her name is Morgan Price, and she's from my neck of the woods in Texas. And she was going to go to Arkansas, where her older sister attends as well. And then she saw something, and her real dream was to go to an HBCU, but there were no HBCUs with a gymnastic program. She saw that Fisk was starting their inaugural year with a gymnastic program, and so she called this coach at Fisk and said, "I'd like to come." And this young woman said, "Okay, but you gotta decommit or uncommit from Arkansas." And she said that was one of the hardest calls she ever had to make. But her mother is so proud of her and making
Good for
that phone
her.
call. And she said she decided, and it's not about the NCAA. She said it's about going to this school, to Fisk, and going to an HBCU, which has always been a dream of hers.
That's cool. That's
That's
cool.
very cool, isn't
And
it?
you're going to see more of that, you know, with these athletes in terms of going to these quote unquote white colleges and you know, given their talent there, you can get treated pretty well at an HBCU. And the camaraderie that you have, you're not going to
Yeah,
experience that with an all white school. You're just not.
right.
So good for her. Good
And
for her.
and your kids you had some HBCU prospects in your
I
family, didn't
went
you?
to an HBCU myself. I did
And the school
for
was
and it was in Denmark.
South Carolina.
Whoa, Sybil, why you gotta yell that out real quick?
Oh,
People are
oh,
you go
Denmark.
Denmark.
Mark.
You leave it out there, Denmark.
Oh, and then you go, wow, you went to school
Wow,
at an HBCU
Denmark,
in Denmark?
Denmark, right. South Carolina. There you go. That's how you do it. You don't just throw it out there.
Well, that's a fine example. J. Anthony Brown
Yeah.
and others going
And
to.
my daughter graduated from HBCU. Yes, she did.
So your money went to an HBCU.
Some of it. I didn't give all the money. I mean, I wasn't deadbeat, but I could have done better.
I never would accuse you of being a deadbeat. I never, ever. No, I wouldn't.
No,
I absolutely would not. No.
I wasn't. There's a lot of stuff I missed, but I was not a deadbeat.
Okay, so
I actually took my kids on the road with me when I was performing.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
So they
That's
learned the hard way about this
they
dirty
did.
business.
Dad is struggling. He's really struggling. So.
Oh. Oh. All right, J. Anthony Brown, it's time for our question of the day in what's really going on. And we recently observed, so I texted you guys a couple of weeks ago that it was National Chicken Wing Day. It's also, we've also had National Fried Chicken Day. And as a connoisseur of chicken in general, Mr. Brown, on a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a fried chicken fan are you?
First of all, I'm not supposed to be eating fried chicken. Let's put that out there. And most diabetics are not supposed to be. But you just baked chicken and waffles
it doesn't make it.
It don't make it at all. Now,
and don't fit together.
I eat so much chicken. When I used to write for Robert Townsend
on
Family Matters.
No, but it was family.
No. Like that? No, not like. No, it was family.
It was family. Yeah, it was.
It was family. Franklin Ajay said, "When I die," who was a writer, stand-up comedian, said, "When I die, they're gonna cut my body open, and the doctors are gonna be amazed about the amount of chicken that's actually in that. Like they're gonna call other doctors in. Like, you need to see this. We've never seen this much chicken in a man's body." So it's right up there. The best fried chicken, it's gotta be. If you want a big piece,
no. What's your wing? Just your favorite piece right now? So you're saying the wing?
Or as we say, the wang.
The wang. Okay. Wang. By the way, that show that you worked on for years called The Parenthood.
Parenthood, right? Yeah, with Faison Love, Robert Townsend, and the young lady who passed away.
The late great Suzanne Douglas.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a fan are you?
With all 10.
Of this, you're 10.
I'm 10.
Okay.
I'm 10.
And your favorite.
But here's the thing. Let me tell you what happened.
What?
I'm driving down the street and I see a truckload of chickens. And if you ever seen a truckload of chicken, it's not appetizing at all. It would almost make you not want to eat chicken. But I looked at all these chickens. I'm like, sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
Jay, was it like a TV show or a commercial where you see chickens just fluttering all over them?
Yeah, because the feathers are coming off,
and you're going
clean.
Sorry,
guys. Yeah,
sorry.
I'm still gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you as much as I possibly can. Yeah, I love
so these
number 10. It's 10.
You're a 10 and a wang.
Right.
So this is for our audience, those who are watching and listening. First of all, how big of a fried chicken fan are you on a scale of 1 to 10? What's your favorite part of the chicken? And the favorite place for you to get fried chicken? Okay. And that can be yourself. That can be in your own home if you want to brag about your chicken frying skills.
I'm not cooking
or
chicken.
A restaurant.
No, I don't cook. No, the top restaurant for me, and it's. And I
my God. Jay, hang on a second. Shirley Ann Tony Davis says, Jay, the wing has the most cholesterol. Is that true?
Well, okay. So, and what do you want?
So?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Well, that's not good for you. Okay.
That's not good at all. Well, if you want a big wang, you got to go to churches.
They're extraordinarily large.
The way they cut them, the way
they cut it. Okay.
They cut up into the shoulders so you get more meat. She's right, but yeah, we don't need that. Who needs to hear that? keep that to yourself, lady.
So I have a list of some of the countries. What will this one article from thrillist.com, they give us the 31 best fried chicken restaurants in the country. So we can kind of go through those if you'd like.
Yeah, but let's see the top 10. The top 10.
I'm starting with Arnold's. I think this might be in alphabetical order, Jay. Arnold's Country Chicken in Nashville, Tennessee.
Anybody? Never been there.
Anybody?
Never been there.
Okay. Okay.
Never.
This is fried chicken, not the
Yeah, not
Nashville
the yeah,
hot
yeah,
chicken,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
all
yeah.
that kind of stuff. The barbecue inn, as I like to call it, in Houston, Texas.
I
Is
gotta
anybody
try that. Yeah,
okay?
I haven't been there.
Okay. And Beasley's Chicken and Honey in Raleigh, North Carolina. That
See, I
sounds
don't
good.
want honey on my chicken. I
I
just
know.
don't.
I
I
don't
know. I
think you
mean,
have to.
yeah. Look, why is he? Why is he calling here?
George Wallace on YouTube says, when I was born, my mama tried to breastfeed me. I said, get these little breasts out of my face. Go
Well,
get me some chicken.
first of all, that's a lie. Your mama don't have small breasts. They just your mama don't. No, you're not your mama. No, maybe some. I don't think your mama and your daddy both have big breasts. Both of them have.
Jay, you gonna
In
start
fact, I'm not
something?
finished. I'm not finished. In
That's
fact,
why I love Wallace.
your daddy's breasts are much bigger than your mama's.
Okay, now you know he's gonna come back with Miss
Yeah,
Butterbean
well,
Brown
can we
jokes.
block him out? Because when he's on, block his ass out. When he's here, I don't text in. Just watch the show. Watch the magic. Just sit down and watch. Can you do that? You don't have to be a part of every damn thing. You
Oh
don't
my
have.
goodness. So, folks, those are the questions we have for you today as we are looking at National Fried Chicken Day. On a scale of 1 to 10, how big of
I'm
a
in
fried
love
chicken
with
fan?
chicken wings. It's my main thing.
That sounds like
I
a
love.
murdered hit, doesn't it? I
It
think
is a
so.
murder hit.
I know.
It's on the internet. You guys can download it. Chicken wings. It's there already.
Blessed or messy? Number 3 on a scale of 1 to 10. I guess you're a 3, and it's the wing. Ex hubby can fry some chicken. Only thing he was good for.
Oh damn.
Blessed or
Oh
messy
damn.
said that on YouTube. That's a great line. He was only good for his fried chicken. Damn.
Chicken. Damn.
And she's not that big of a fried chicken fan. And
No, she said, yeah. I guess not when you break up, right? Really, yeah.
my mom was not a chicken fan because going through I guess it was during the war. I don't know which war it was, Jay, but she said that was all they ate was a lot of chicken. And so as an adult, she didn't like it. So we didn't have a lot of chicken, but every once in a while, we started off with Kentucky Fried Chicken, and
Kentucky Fried Chicken is not a really good chicken. It
it
really
wasn't
is.
ever for me.
It's very popular, but it's really not. And here's the other thing. I don't know why Chick-fil-A doesn't have bone-in chicken, because the service is the best service in the world. The absolute best service for a restaurant. If they had bone-in chicken, you could be in the church's line and see people getting served in the Chick-fil-A line going, why is it taking so long to cook 2 pieces of chicken? But that's just the way it is. That's the way it is.
I swear, Jay, and on the south side of Chicago, it takes even longer. It's ridiculous.
No, Harold's has good chicken.
Well, I didn't stop at Harold's the last time I was in town. I stopped at Popeyes, and
Popeyes has really good chicken.
They were just doing it by the order. They were making chicken by the order. So
oh my God.
It was about 20, 25, 30 minutes for 3 pieces, 3 wings.
Did I ever tell you the chicken? Did I ever tell you the chicken story at Harold's when I went to Harold's? Okay, I go to Harold's.
This is Harold's in Chicago.
In Chicago,
right?
Yeah, and I'm making it in Chicago. I want to get an orange pop. Pop.
Okay.
And
okay.
When my aunt came back from Chicago, she said, "Go get me a pop." So anyway, I'm going in Harold's, and there's a homeless lady sitting outside. And she said, "Why are you laughing?"
Because I remember this story. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You remember? Okay. Yeah. All right. And
so go ahead.
Said, "Bring me a wing and a drumstick." I'm like, "Cool," and some fries. I'm like, "Okay, no problem." So I go in, and I think I brought her more meat than she ordered. Maybe I brought her a breast and a thigh, which is more meat,
Right.
And when I come out, I give it to her. She says, "Can I curse? Can I say a bad word? Can I say a bad word?"
Go ahead.
She said, motherfucker, this ain't what I ordered. I'm like, okay, let me go back in and get what you ordered.
And she sent you back in there with a quickness.
I went back. I didn't want no trouble. I didn't. No, I went back. I went and got her order right. So
that is funny. So we're asking about fried chicken on National Fried Chicken Day, as we've recently observed, and talking about the so-called best fried chicken restaurants in the city, in the country rather, in Chicago. And I've never heard of this. Big Jones. It's on the north side of Chicago. I know. The Big Jones Fried Chicken recipe channels the legendary Edna Lewis. All right. That means it's fried in a combo of leaf lard. I didn't even know leaves had lard, ham drippings, and clarified butter, resulting in the addictive plate of crispy, juicy chicken that'll render the biscuits that come on the side irrelevant. It does sound good. So that's Big Jones in Chicago. Now, I just got to tell you, Yolanda says no cursing, Jay.
Okay. Well, damn.
Lincel on YouTube says, I'm a 10 on fried chicken store. Favorite pieces are the thigh and the wing. The Blue store in Baton Rouge has the best wings. They use lard and crack. Ooh, Jay, that makes me want to take a road trip. The Blue store in Baton Rouge using lard and crack. Jay, we got to do a road trip.
We got to go there.
Oh, that would be a great show. A great show. Following the fried chicken restaurants in the country.
Yes. We maybe hit 5 of them. The top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be really cool.
That would be awesome. So please tell us how big of a fried chicken fan you are. What's your favorite piece of the fried chicken and your favorite place to get fried chicken? Brenda's Meat and 3 in San Francisco.
That sounds delicious.
She's from New Orleans. Realized her adopted Bay Area home should not be deprived of the proper Meat and 3 experience. Her fried chicken is spicy, peppery wonder that's served with some hot pepper jelly. That doesn't even count as 3 sides. And so you got to choose among your sides of cheese and grits and of course, cream biscuits, mac and cheese, that kind of thing.
See, that's the thing. I don't eat a lot of grits. I did when we were coming up.
Right.
It would be grits and butter and then out the door. Grits and butter, and that was it. But not now.
Oh, that girl on YouTube says air fried chicken is good. Have you done the air fryer, Jay?
It's not good at all. Don't let me tell you, air fried people, something.
Okay, watch your language. Be careful.
I'm not gonna curse. I'm not gonna. It's air fried. Okay, it's air fried. The only thing that's missing from air fried chicken is the taste. You don't taste.
Jay, you got no flavor?
No. It doesn't taste good to me. Okay. Yeah, my granddaughter air fries everything.
Is that right? And that's healthier.
Yeah. Do you want healthy or you want good taste?
Chicken. Do you want good chicken or do you want healthy?
Got chicken, you want you want good chicken, right?
Okay, so here's a place in Atlanta. It's called the Busy Bee Cafe, Jay.
I've been there. Now there I've been. I didn't have the chicken, but I've been there.
You went to the Busy Bee and you didn't have chicken?
I think I had breakfast or something like that. So I didn't,
They say that this is one delicious fried bird. And it takes a 12-hour marinade that they put.
And it's fried?
And it's fried. Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's the King's Choice. Quite literally, they say the Busy Bee Cafe in Atlanta. Really good.
If you want to wait 12 hours, you can go to Church's Fried Chicken. That'll take you that long to get served.
Myra J says on Facebook, you have to preheat the fryer, and spray your chicken with Earl.
No. Do you still get that when you put it in the deep fryer?
Myra, do you still get that?
That sound when you drop that, when you put that chicken.
You drop it in the.
She put it in the bag. She put the flour in the bag and salt and pepper. And she shake it up, and then you hear that. Do you get that with the air fryer? Do you get that?
Do that for? Yeah, there we go.
If you don't get that, then you ain't cooking chicken. I don't know what you baking. Yeah,
Okay, the last place that I love the name is called the Crack Shack in San Diego.
That sounds like a good place. Yeah.
Yeah, they
It
say
could either be a chicken place or a strip joint. It could be either.
And let's close that off right there. Oh, J. Anthony Brown, how I do adore.
I'm good.
I'm good. Jay, it's time for us to talk trending topics. And
oh my gosh,
this is exactly what you were talking about. I do want to mention the big story for me was that Brittany Griner went back into a Russian courtroom today and she entered a plea of guilty. I
don't look, here's what you gotta know when you're traveling out of this country. Here's what, and if you don't know it, let somebody know where you're going, where you're gonna go, and what not to do before you go. First of all, you're going to Russia, where they really don't like gays and homosexuals. So that's really serious over there. That's really serious. You're a gay woman and you're going to Russia. That's one. And you're taking drugs with you. So that's what I'm saying. You got to ask somebody where you're going and what not to do. And this is definitely something not to do, is to take drugs into Russia.
So she said she
admitted it.
She admitted that today. She said that in her pleading guilty in the courtroom, second day of the hearing. I don't know if they expected her to make her plea quite so soon, but this was because this was the prosecution's part of their days in court. But she told them that, first of all, Jay, to your point, to your 2 points, first of all, she said it was a mistake. She said, I did not do this intentionally. She said, I was in such a hurry packing my bags that it accidentally fell into my bag. So that's the first thing. Okay.
Not bad. You don't accidentally. Look, I'm a drug user. You know, I'm a weed smoker, edibles person. You don't accident. It's something you go, let me get my edibles. That's something you do. You do that consciously. I'm not buying that. But the other thing is, did they make her take a guilty plea and she's not guilty so that she can move this along?
No. Well, it is to move it along. First of all, she said, I plead guilty, Your Honor, but there was no intent. I didn't mean to break the law. She went on to say, I'd like to give my testimony.
And she's not going. Is that my Russian? Am I doing it?
Yeah, sure.
We're not going to let her come for a long time. She'll be speaking Russian before she comes home. All right.
So the other thing is, she said that she's gonna explain her story a little bit later when she gets someone to work with her on her testimony, the English to Russian testimony. And she also, here's the other thing, Jay. This is her 10th year going to play in Russia. She didn't just turn into a lesbian. She had been a lesbian all her life and acknowledged as such. Yeah. And so she was quite accustomed to
going there. Then if it's not her being a lesbian that they're frowning upon, it's definitely the drugs. And they
were looking for something.
Yeah, they're looking for something, and they found it.
Yep.
And they found it. So.
Yeah, and she was wrong, and she said I was wrong, and so here's the other thing. Now the all of the big international analysts and consultants and consigliere, if you will, are saying that this was an effort. It was probably suggested by the White House and the State Department that she make this guilty plea in order to move things along. She still has to be sentenced. And she goes back to court on July 14th for this, for the next stage of it, whether that's the sentencing or not. But what it is sets up the discussion, the negotiation, if you will, between the United States and Russia regarding the prisoner exchange.
There's the other problem is we don't have good relationships with Russia because
Not
of
right
what we're
now.
doing with
Yeah.
because of what we're doing with Ukraine.
Right.
So, but like you said, once she commits to being guilty, I mean, I think she'd have a better chance if Trump was in office than with Biden,
Well, because
because
he and
Trump,
Putin were,
yeah, him and
they were,
Putin,
they
yeah,
were,
yeah,
yeah,
they were, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I believe that. I believe
Yeah.
that. Secondly, Derek Chauvin just sentenced to more than 20 years in federal prison for violating George Floyd's
That's on
civil
top of
rights.
what he already had, right?
Yep. The former cop took a plea deal back in December, admitting he kept his knee pinned on Derek Floyd's neck when Floyd became unresponsive, and he was sentenced, getting 245 months in prison, followed by 5 years of supervised release.
He ain't getting out. Yeah, it'll be a while before he gets out of jail.
Well, his
Yeah.
brother, Philonis Floyd, was there, gave an impact statement saying that he was murdered in broad daylight for the world to see, and accusing Chauvin of using excessive force that went against his police training, as we saw.
Yeah.
Chauvin's mother also spoke in court, telling her son she would visit him often and hoping she would still be alive when he's released.
No.
No.
How old is his mama?
She's got to be a good 60, 70 years old. It's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. And as you also mentioned, he was found guilty of murdering Floyd and sentenced to 22 and a half years in the state charges.
That's federal time?
No, the first was the over 20 years in federal, and the state charges 22 and a half years.
Woo!
So, mama, you're just gonna have to see your boy coming to visit. Yeah.
Catch that bus and go see your baby.
Okay.
Catch that prison bus.
So I know what this means to you, and when I text you today, I was kind of scared to text you because
I'd already heard. So
oh, okay,
I know where you're going. I'd already heard. Right?
Okay. So James Caan, the legendary actor made famous for his roles in films like The Godfather, has died.
Whoa! Don't forget, play Misery for me.
Misery.
Misery, yeah. That's not play Misery. Misery, yeah. Misery, yeah.
And my favorite, Brian's song.
Really?
Yeah. That Chicago Bears story, absolutely. That was my absolute. That and Elf, and then Godfather.
Wait a minute. He was in another movie where he played like it was a speedball or something like that. You remember that movie?
I don't. I'll look it up though.
Like a futuristic.
Oh, Jay. I'm sorry. I did it again.
Yeah.
Okay. That's number 2.
What was the name of that movie?
I'll try to remember. I don't see it. I do have amongst his movies Godfather 1 and 2. Before Godfather was Brian's song, Misery, as you mentioned, Dick Tracy, Elf. And he was really a prolific actor. He was in a lot of really big movies. Right? Yeah.
His son is on Hawaii Five-0.
He was. Yeah. His son was Dano.
He did. Now, here's the thing I like about James Caan being a designer, and he had people who design will notice if you go back and look, the best shoulders in show business. They were square. He looked the best in his suits in The Godfather, which, in my opinion, is one of the best movies made
ever.
And if you're a Godfather fan, you got to see The Offer.
Yeah,
you got to go. You got to watch
Paramount Plus.
On Paramount Plus, right? Yeah.
Jay,
he will be missed.
Do you think his physique was as a result of he was a football player at Michigan State?
Yeah, and it could have been a result of him getting hurt. Yeah, because he did play. He did play then. You know? He would truly be missed. One of the most best outstanding character in that movie in 1 and 2. Right?
And with number 3.
I've never seen number 3, and don't encourage anybody to watch it at all. If you got it on DVD, it's a nice coaster.
Michael Stallworth, our friend on Facebook, says, speaking of James Caan, there will be a bootleg of Misery soon starring Jenny Thomas and Clarence Thomas. Thank you, Michael. Thank
That's a
you.
good joke. That's a good joke.
And
That's
maybe
really
it will be the misery they have inflicted upon this
good.
country. I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think so.
Mhm.
I was a big James Caan fan, and as I said, first fell in love.
Rollerball. It was called rollerball.
Rollerball.
Yeah, look and see if
Wow.
you see that
Okay.
in there.
Okay. All right.
Rollerball. Yeah.
Okay. He was born in the Bronx, the son of Jewish immigrants from Germany. His dad was a real butcher, a real life
Yes.
butcher. And
Uh-huh.
he probably was a friend of Cosby's because they say he was a fixture at the Playboy
Um,
Mansion back in the day.
and he went to Hofstra, didn't he? Didn't he go?
He went to Michigan State, I know.
I thought that he maybe went to Hofstra too. I don't know.
Okay, well maybe he did. Maybe he did. But
Yeah,
Michigan State is where he played football. So
they played football for.
maybe he lost
Mhm.
his scholarship at Michigan State
And
and
went yeah.
he went to
Yeah,
Hofstra in New
yeah.
York. Yeah, but rest in peace, 82 years old, James Caan, and quite a resume. And
Bada
was
bing. Yes, love it.
Jay, I got to get your thoughts on this Burger King employee who never missed a day of work in 27 years. And he got a gift bag of sorts from the Burger King people for his 20 days, 27 years of work. And so they did a video of him taking out all of the little piddly stuff that he got from Burger King for not missing a day at the Las Vegas
Not
airport
missing a
location.
day, and he's never been late.
Never
Every day
late.
for 27 years.
27 years. So he got a string backpack, a movie ticket, a
What movie?
lanyard, which is just the string to hold something in, and a coffee cup and some candy.
Somebody
So
needs to find the Burger King and whoop his ass. That's what they need to do. Sorry, Yogi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's the last one. That's the last one.
So his daughter set up a GoFundMe page looking to raise an additional $200. All she wanted was a couple $100 for him to be able to go visit his grandchildren. He worked at his job, she said, 27 years. Yes, he never missed a day of work on the GoFundMe page. And now we're looking at over $329,000.
Good for him.
Isn't
Good
that
for him.
great? And it was
That's great.
still,
That's a great story. That's a great story.
yeah,
And did you see him being interviewed?
yes,
He was
yeah,
on Good Morning America. He's like, I got to raise these kids, and
yeah.
I'm just
And they
I'm
brought the
just doing it.
grandkids to him, and it was just really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a sweet story. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Reunited with his grandchildren live on television, and
How
he said,
you don't miss a day at work is beyond me. How the hell you do that?
and the last thing I am calling out is this man who was called out on TikTok for sending explicit picture to all the passengers on his flight. A passenger sent his penis picture to passengers on a recent Southwest Airlines flight.
Wait a minute, don't you have to accept the pictures?
Well, no, because if you already have accept AirDrop, I think on your phone, then it automatically pops up, if you will. And so the TikTok user Daddy Strange 333 captured the video. He said, "Meet Larry, who just airdropped a whole flight photos of his pee-pee. Thankfully, I accepted it." There you go, Jay. Saw who was sending it and immediately started speaking up. The flight attendant appears about 7 seconds into the video. You hear the passenger recording, telling the crew member about his lewd pictures. "Are you Larry? Why are you doing that?"
I would never do that. And let me tell you why. I wouldn't do that.
Why?
I don't want to eat up all of your memory in your phone.
Or make you blind. I'm not sure.
Or make you blind. Or frighten you.
She said, "Why are you doing this?" And he said, "Just having a little fun." I'm sorry, that was my Ross Allen impersonation, but
no, isn't it against the law to do that?
Yeah, that's exposure.
Well, you know what? It's not against the law, and I know this because
because you've been called
it's
on
not
that?
against the law to sit on the plane and watch porn on your phone.
That's true.
That you can do.
That's true.
You can do.
And I've known some people who've watched porn while on the job. Yeah.
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 Well, you don't have to put people's business. You don't have to put my business in the street like that.
I'm not putting your business in the street because I never saw you watch porn, but someone who followed you in the years after you suddenly left us did. And quite disturbing.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay, that was really disturbing. So yeah, Larry got in a little trouble and was called out
he might
on
be on
TikTok.
The no-fly list. He's on the no-fly list.
Yeah. He seems apologetic in the video, but says not so fast. He allegedly went back to viewing the photo, which Daddy Strange says shows a woman performing on him.
Oh, in another video.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, too much.
You know, they really need an airline for this. They really do. I mean,
a separate airline.
A separate airline where you can be as nasty, and we fly freaks across the country.
That's what you call it. That's what you call it.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, it's time for, as if that hasn't been enough, it's time for our entertainment segment, and we are wishing get well wishes to Denzel Washington.
What's wrong with him?
Denzel has COVID, and he was scheduled to receive the Presidential Medal today. And this is as a result of this is a result of getting COVID. He was not able to go to the White House. And there were a number of Presidential Medal of Freedom recipients, including Denzel. He will get his award at another time when he's COVID free and able to come to the White House. A lot of people were upset that Denzel was not there, but I will tell you that he was there for not only his body of work as a multi-award winning actor, but also for his endorsement and support of the Boys and Girls Clubs. It said it made him the man that he was.
It changed his life, right? Yeah. Your favorite Denzel movie? What is it?
Oh God, Jay, that's hard. That's really tough. Mo Better Blues.
You know what? This is why. This is how our friendship gets.
Okay, Glory.
No,
Training. I know. Training Day.
Training Day. Training Day. Yeah. Training Day. It was his best. But he should have won for Fences. He really should have won for Fences.
Yeah.
Because he directed and starred in it at the same time.
Right.
And to me, Fences was one of his best acting jobs.
Yeah.
But then the one where he played the drunk pilot, that was a good movie.
Oh my God, Jay, that was awesome. I forgot about the one flying sideways and upside down and all of that stuff. Yeah.
And the movie where he had the gun taped on his back with where he played the mayor and they got him drunk. Remember that movie?
Oh wow. I can't remember. I can see it, but I can't remember the name of it. I can't. So let me tell you about the 2022 Presidential Medal of Freedom recipients given to civil rights giant Diane Nash, as well as attorney Fred Gray. Diane Nash was one of the original trailblazers, like Bloody Sunday and things like that. Attorney Fred Gray, he defended Rosa Parks, and he's still practicing. He's still practicing, right? And the nurse Sandra Lindsay. Do you know who that is?
Yes, Lord. Yes. She should have got a medal a long time ago.
She is the woman who took the first COVID shot. And she looked amazing. Beautiful woman.
Really did,
Simone Biles also received the Presidential Medal of Freedom and the youngest recipient ever. Gabrielle Giffords, the former congresswoman from Arizona who was shot and has made it her cause for gun reform.
That's amazing that she's just now getting. Well, Trump would not do that because it would involve. I can understand that.
Yeah, absolutely. And who else would not have gotten it during the Trump era was John McCain posthumously, and his wife, his widow, accepted on his behalf.
Good. That's great. Yeah, John. He wouldn't have given John McCain nothing. No. He was not a John McCain fan. Not at the end of his life.
Oh, definitely. Well, he said he wasn't a hero. He
said he wasn't a hero. A guy who didn't even go in the service. Nobody in his family went in the service except his brother. He had a brother that did service to the country. But Trump
And,
never did anything.
and look what he did to the country. Also want to shout out Megan Rapinoe, who is the successful soccer player, women's soccer player. She won one of the medals today, and she had initialed on the lapel of her jacket the initials BG, and giving a shout out to Brittany Griner.
Brittany
Hmm.
Griner, right?
Yep, yep, yep. Jay, thank you
Yeah.
so much. It's been a lot of
No, call
fun.
me anytime. Yeah, I'm back. Call me. Let's just
Okay.
do this.
Okay, let's do it on the right.
Yeah. I need a day. I need a day. Just you and me. I don't want any. I don't want no doctors. I don't want no politicians. Just friends talking. Yeah.
Just shooting the stuff.
Just shooting. Yeah, just shooting the breeze. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be in Tampa, Florida on Sunday, y'all. JB Smooth Production, y'all. Check me out. I'll be there, Tampa, Florida.
And people can find out your other dates where?
On J. Anthony Brown Instagram.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we can see you're live with Myra and George as well. Jay, we close out with our daily inspiration, Yogi's Jewels.
Oh, this is the part I really wait for. Go right ahead.
Okay. You have to be your biggest champion. Remind yourself that you are awesome.
Awesome. Gonna have a great show today. Why are you
get a show, and you get an awesome, and you get a show, and you get an awesome. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
All
thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Have a good
Love
one.
y'all.
Aloha.
All right. I'm